Hello guys and welcome back to our channel. Today we've got a thrilling lineup for you as we dive into the enchanting world of Isekai. Get ready to embark on an adventure with our top 10 Isekai anime, where overpowered protagonists find themselves in the mystical realms of magic schools. From awe-inspiring powers to epic battles, these series have it all. So, if you're a fan of magic, mayhem, and unstoppable protagonists, you're in for a treat. Without further ado, let's unveil the top 10 Isekai anime in which an overpowered MC is transferred to a magic school. Let the magic unfold. Unbreakable Machine-Doll. The Walpurgis Royal Academy of Machine Art was established concurrently with the creation of Machine Art, machine magic capable of bringing life and intelligence to mechanical dolls, later referred to as automaton. Its goal is to teach trained puppeteers to manage the automatons, since military throughout the world are introducing Machine Art into their troops. After failing the Academy's entrance tests, Raishin Akabane and his humanoid automaton, Yaya, must defeat one of the top 100 students in order to compete in the evening party, a battle for supremacy between puppeteers and their automatons. The last person standing is given the title of Wiseman and access to the strong forbidden arts. Raishin thus challenges Charlotte Ballou and her robot Sigmund to a duel, but before the fight can begin, Sigmund is attacked by other students. Raishin cancels the duel after protecting his opponents from their attackers, but is forced to find another entrance inside the party. Raishin, driven by his previous tragedies, fights alongside Yaya to become the Wiseman. Akashic Records of Bastard Magic Instructor. The Alzano Imperial Magic Academy is one of the world's most prestigious magic schools. Here, motivated young students are trained to become competent magicians. Sistane Feibel, a stern noble girl, and her bright-eyed best friend Rumia Tingle attend the academy, aiming to improve their magical abilities. However, their world is turned upside down when their favorite teacher unexpectedly retires and is replaced by the enigmatic Glenn Radars. His sluggish and disinterested approach towards life and magic swiftly puts him at odds with his peers. Furthermore, malevolent forces hiding beneath the Empire's boundaries begin to emerge, and Sistane, Rumia, and Glenn are drawn into their machinations. Rokud Eneshi Majutsu Kushi, released by Akashic Records, follows Sistine, who is attracted by a strange floating sky castle, Runia, who is haunted by a dark past, and Glenn, who may be more than he appears. Despite their seeming differences, they are inextricably linked by a thread of fate. Qualidea Code. On a calm day, the sky split open, and extra-dimensional entities, known as the Unknown, unleash a rapid and brutal onslaught on humanity. To secure the country's future, all of Japan's children are cryogenically frozen until the war ends, keeping them safe from harm. Several years pass, and mankind has gained a foothold in a corner of Japan that is now the front line of the conflict. The children awaken from their slumber now that humanity is no longer on the verge of extinction. It is later revealed that while in cryogenesis, the children developed worlds, which are supernatural abilities unique to each individual. The 6 most powerful children are given charge of the recovered cities, and they use their abilities to protect the strongholds from the ongoing attack. Ichiya Suzaku and Kinaria Utara, childhood friends, govern Tokyo. Kasumi and Asui Chigusa, siblings, administer Chiba, and Mayhem Tenkoa and Hotaru Rindu oversee Kanagawa. Over time, the fairly routine attacks from the unknown, along with the contrasting personalities of the city heads and subheads, foster petty rivalries, resulting in continual conflicts between the 3 towns. With the unknown's attacks unexpectedly rising in intensity, the leaders of the 3 cities must learn to collaborate or risk losing humanity's final line of defense against extinction. Big Order. 10 years ago, a fairy named Daisy visited and asked the child Iji Hashimiya what his one and only request was. Although his wish remained a mystery, the repercussions were disastrous. In an event known as the Great Destruction, the world began to crumble as everything collapsed and many people died. Now, Iji is a high school student who is primarily concerned about his sick sister. He doesn't recall what he prayed for. All he remembers is that his request resulted in the Great Destruction. In the years following that occurrence, thousands of other people have gained the ability to realize their deepest desires. The general population despises these orders and considers them evil. However, some of these orders seek Iji's life in vengeance for those he has killed. Will Iji be able to withstand the multiple assassination attempts? And the most perplexing question of all, what did he want for? And what were his intentions in hoping for something that caused so much destruction? Seirei Gensouki, Spirit Chronicles. When 20-year-old college student Haruto Amakawa is killed in a traffic accident, he does not expect to wake up in an alien world as a small kid named Ryo. As their memories and egos merge, Ryo realizes he now possesses magical abilities. He is relieved to discover that, despite his new identity, his burning desire for vengeance against his mother's murderers has not abated. Ryo swiftly discovers the Bertram Kingdom's captive princess and rescues her without hesitation. To show his gratitude, the king allows him to enroll in the Bertram Royal Academy. He is delighted to enroll at this prestigious academy, believing it will be the start of a new chapter in his life, but life here proves challenging for him, a slum dweller surrounded by the majestic offspring of nobility. Little Witch Academia. A believing heart is your magic. These were the words spoken to Etsuko Ako Kagari by her idol, the legendary witch Shiny Chariot, at a magic performance years ago. Since then, Ako has lived by these words and longed to be a witch like Shiny Chariot, capable of making people happy. As a result, despite her lack of magical abilities, she enrolls in Luna Nova Magical Academy. However, when an eager Ako eventually sets out for her new school, the journey is everything from smooth. Following her arduous voyage, she befriends the shy Lot Yansen and the sardonic Susie Manbavaran. To her great excitement, she discovers Chariot's wand, the shiny rod, and claims it as her own. Unfortunately, her time at Luminovo would prove to be more difficult than Ako could have imagined. She refuses to remain inferior to the rest of her peers, particularly her self-proclaimed competitor, the gorgeous and gifted Diana Cavendish. Thus, she depends on her determination to compensate for her reckless behavior and lack of magic ability. In an age when wizardry is on the wane, Little Witch Academia chronicles the magical adventures of Ako and her pals as they discover the true meaning of being a witch. Talentless Nana. 50 years ago, awful creatures known as enemies of humanity suddenly surfaced all across the earth. To confront these threats, teenagers with supernatural abilities known as talents, such as pyrokinesis and time travel, practiced their skills at a remote island academy. Nanao Nakajima, on the other hand, differs from the others on the island in that he lacks talent. Nanao is frequently bullied by the numerous talented teenagers around him, but he continues to work hard to complete his training. Soon after, two transfer students, the mysterious Kiwiya Onodera and the mind-reading Nana Haraji, enter the class. However, just as everyone begins to blend together as friends in arms, strange disappearances threaten the class's fundamental foundation. The Fruit of Grisaia. Yuji Kizami is a transfer student who has recently been enrolled to Mihama Academy. He wants to enjoy an ordinary high school life, but this goal may not come true anytime soon because Mihama Academy is extremely different. Yuji gets to know the principal and 5 other pupils, all of whom are girls, and learns more about their characters as socialization occurs. Slowly, he learns the truth about the small group of students that occupy the academy. They all have painful experiences that they keep hidden from the rest of the world. Mihama Academy serves as a home for these females, who represent the fruit that fell from their branches and has began to decay. It is up to Yuji to be the catalyst in saving them from themselves, but how can he help someone when he cannot even save himself? Magical Warfare. The world as we know it is only half the story, as Takeshi Nanes discovers unexpectedly one summer morning. On his way to kendo practice, Takeshi finds an unconscious female in an unfamiliar clothing. Takeshi does the nice thing and saves her, and in exchange, the girl wakes up and mistakenly transforms him into a magic user. Takeshi discovers that there are two worlds, his own and that of magic users. Most magic users simply want to coexist peacefully with non-magicians, but some have larger goals. Mui Aiba is a magician enrolled in the Subaru Magic Academy, which teaches magic users how to control and channel their powers, as well as how to coexist peacefully with regular humans. Following his eventful encounter with Mui, Takeshi and his newly magical friends Kurumi Isoshima and Kazumi Ida decide to join the Magic Academy as well. All three buddies have different motives for fighting, whether they want to escape the past or catch up with the future. They wield various types of powers, which they must learn to employ in order to defeat the Ghost Trailers, a group of magicians eager to use violence to assert their dominance over humans. Takeshi and his companions must train to become stronger in order to fight the commander of the Ghost Trailers and prevent the Second Great Magic War from breaking out. Beelzebub. Ishiyama High is a school filled solely with delinquents, where unceasing violence and anarchy are the norm. However, there is one well-known rule: do not cross first-year student Tatsumi Oga, Ishiyama's most ruthless warrior. One day, Oga is along a riverbed when he comes upon a man drifting down the river. After being collected by Oga, the guy breaks down the center, revealing a baby who crawls onto Oga's back and quickly develops an attachment to him. This baby, Kaiser did Emperana Beelzebub IV, or Baby Beel for short, is the Demon Lord's son, albeit he has no idea. As if discovering the future lord of the underworld weren't enough, Oga is also faced by Hildegard, Beel's demon maid. They try to raise Baby Beel together, but being surrounded by juvenile delinquents and demonic powers may make it more difficult than they expect. So these were the top 10 isekai anime in which an overpowered MC is transferred to a magic school. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon so that you don't miss any videos like this in the future. Keep sharing your thoughts with us down in the comments. I'll see you in the next one.